Welcome back guys to my series on financial statements, and today in my fourth video about this series we are going to talk about long-term liabilities or non-current liabilities. Before I forget, hope you have subscribed to my channel for more content like this one. If not, do hit the subscribe button right away because we are trying very hard to reach 2K subs. Before we go into the specifics, let me tell you an interesting habit about myself. I love to dream when I'm alone and try to think about my future. I go deep into my thoughts and try and visualize what I want to do. At my age, it keeps changing every 3 months. But I'm finally living my dream of becoming a YouTuber. One of my teachers called me the other day and mentioned that this was one of my affirmations which I had written on a vision board a year and a half back of becoming a YouTuber. And here I am. She congratulated me on my conviction and living my dream. All these dreams and thoughts about my future are longer term in nature, and I will live them a bit farther in life. Just like today's topic on long-term liabilities or non-current liabilities. In simple terms, non-current liabilities are those debts or dues which are not due within 12 months. Some of the examples of the same are long-term loans, like we have our housing loan, debentures, which is debt instrument. Any loan or debt which the company owes, all the EMIs owed within 12 months would be a current liability, and post the 12 months, the debt is a non-current liability. Hope this example makes it clear. So for any loan or debt which the company owes, all the EMIs owed within 12 months would be a current liability, and post the 12 months, the debt is a non-current liability. Hope this example makes it clear. When the non-current liabilities are compared with the cash flows of the company, it gives an important indicator of the solvency of the company. Now, what do we mean by solvency? It means the ability of the company to get cash to repay the EMIs of the company. So like my earlier videos on emergency funds, where I had mentioned we need to maintain at least 6 months of expenses and EMIs in a bank account. My solvency in this case was 6. Similarly, the more amount of cash in the company to repay its EMIs, the higher would be the solvency. Hope this example was helpful. Now that we have covered non-current liabilities, do watch this space for our next topic, which is going to be current liabilities. Bye!